Hi, I'm Danya Craddock, co-owner of the Doc Bookshop, and I am here live. We got a lot going on today at the Doc Bookshop, so you're going to hear some background noise, but that's just because we got a lot of activity, because we're getting ready to have an explosive evening with Mike Gwynn tonight. I think I came on earlier to talk about biz and bars. Well, we are back to have a conversation with one of the authors that's going to be a part of tonight's show. So gather, gather, gather. We're gonna make sure everything is working on all platforms. Gather, gather, gather. I think I've been on the internet all day today.
You have? Oh,
Oh my God, I've been doing so much stuff on the internet all day today, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, Black Butterfly is here. I was shocked when she walked in. Sometimes I don't, I'm the last to know what's going on. No, I'm just like,
she
but
didn't even recognize me because my hair, y'all. I did switch it up. I switched it up.
but I am here with none other than
By Vika.
By Vika Thompson. If you remember, she was part of the Trinity River Book Festival, and she's here. She's been at a couple of events in the store,
Yeah.
and she's been hanging out with our host for tonight, Mike Wynn, at
Yep.
Biz and Bars. You still have time to make it.
Still got
Make it.
time to come
This
on
is
down.
one of our fundraisers, you guys.
Yeah.
We need this. If you want this place to stay in this community, the vibrancy and the culture, we need you in the space to just help support us. We cannot continue on without your support. It's
Right.
important for, especially for brick and mortar bookstores, to have Black representation in retail,
Yeah.
and that's what we're doing. Just holding down that space. So we definitely need you. If you could come out tonight, that would be just great. But I have a very special conversation with Vibeka Thompson. Vibeka Butterfly Thompson was born and raised in Dallas, Texas. Ooh, we got a homegirl. We got a homegrown girl. She began her passion for writing at the tender age of 13. What started off as a writing poetry blossomed into writing books. But Vika is a multi-genre, for real, you guys. She is a multi-genre writer with experience in writing thrillers, drama, romance, holiday, romance, comedy. You guys, we are taking over. I think I talked about this before. I am up here for geographical representation, and Vibeka is covering every category that I could think of: drama, romance, holiday, thriller. But she didn't put the other
Yeah.
one on here, y'all.
Oh, I
She
didn't
didn't
put
put
it
it.
where I should.
Erotica. I'm telling you, a lot of our erotica authors are retired. A lot of them are retired. But we have some new energy, you guys. If you get a chance, look her up, support her in all her different genres. She has 6 books under her belt.
I have 7,
7, yes.
and 8 will be released on Monday.
She has 2 degrees, whoa, with one being a business entrepreneurship and small business. Her goal is to thrive in the film industry. And I should say, can I say that you have a wonderful young son? Can I say that?
Yeah.
Oh, she has a wonderful. Sometimes people don't like to talk about their children or
Yeah,
yeah.
look, I'm a proud parent of my son. My son is awesome. He's 20. I know I probably don't look like it now, but I do have a 20-year-old. He's a junior in college.
And I have enjoyed him. I've invited him to get on stage tonight at the Doc Bookshop. So, yeah, yeah. So we're going to try to see if we can get him on the stage just to talk a little bit because he's going into the acting, you know,
Into the acting
field.
industry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So tell us more about your literary works. Just start talking about your literary works, and I'm going to have some explosive questions. But I want you to introduce everybody to all your books, all 6 of your books.
well, 7.
7. Okay, I did it wrong. 7.
You fine, but see, well, I started writing, like she said, at the age of 13. Some of my poems they did go on to win awards and accolades, and one of them is actually was in a book when I was so it was
Do you
so long
remember
ago.
them?
It was called A Different Language.
You remember at such a young age? You remember that poem?
It was called The Truth. It was called The Truth, but I can't remember the
Okay,
whole
I'm gonna put
thing.
you on the spot here.
Oh, but yeah, but it was called The Truth, and that one, yeah, that one won some awards, and it was in a book, And then I was in law enforcement. When I was in law enforcement, I wrote my first book, but I didn't publish it. So actually, I have a written book that is sitting on my bookshelf that's never been published. A lot of people don't know that. And then I started writing when I got into the job, the career field that I'm in now. I started writing and I published my first book. So my first book was Stress Reliever, part one.
I got stress with you.
Part one, and that one is an urban fiction. People thought that when they wrote that book, when they read that book, oh, this got to be something with you. This is something you went through. And I'm like, no. I always tell people that when I write my books, I have the characters, like the characters are here with me, like how you're sitting here with me, like they're here with me for the whole time until I type the end.
But since from graduating college, so they're probably thinking that, yeah, she talked about, she included herself into this. What's the
No, no.
main plot? What's the plot of this book?
I
Stress
can't tell you the
Okay, 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 okay.
but it is, I can tell you that a lot of the things that are in these books are can be very relatable. Besides this one, now certified crazy. Well, but people do have some crazy people in their life. Everybody have a little crazy in them. Not this type of crazy, but just a little crazy. But um that yeah, I say it's
Anything,
very relatable.
anything you saying that you want to share? No things. Okay.
I can say is that you do want to watch the people that you keep. Like when you're married, more than anything, you always want to watch the people that are around. Like when it comes down to your marriage, you always want to make sure because the people closest to you can be your biggest enemies. And so yeah, you do have to be careful.
Okay, next one I see is blind love.
That one is kind of my baby. Everyone always say, "Do you have a one of your fave books?" And I would say I don't have a fave book because they're all my faves, but I can say that that one is my baby because it raises awareness towards domestic violence and a lot of things that women do go through and men as well because it's a very touchy topic and it is something that um that I've seen at an early age when it came down to family members. And so it does have some statistics in the back and stuff like that. And it's overwhelming numbers. The percentage of domestic violence in the United States or just in around the world is crazy. It's like in 80-90%. And so that I'll say that that's my baby.
Okay, and I like how you wrapped it around. Everyone's looking for a great man. We're all out there looking for a great man, but some of the challenges that comes along with that. And so it looks like this is going to be a great read, especially if you
Definitely a great read.
especially if you dealt with domestic violence, like um, to tell the truth, to tell, understand it.
To know that you can overcome that there can be a light at the end of the tunnel if you allow it. Some people feel that they can't do better. Some people feel that there is no better out there. But sometimes it is better to be by yourself than to be in that type of situation. So, and then you have to just allow God to, whenever it's your time, He'll bring that woman or He'll bring that man into your life because men do go through abuse too. It may not be physical. Sometimes they do go through physical because some men don't want to put their hands on a woman. And the woman takes advantage of that. But it can be also you have verbal and you have mental abuse.
I remember them talking about it during COVID that domestic violence was at an all time high.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're, what, when did you write this book? Was it prior?
It was before that. This was like in 2016,
Oh,
2017.
okay. Yeah, she's
But
been right for a long
I
time.
have. But it is because you have to think like when people go to work, they're like, okay, I'll see my husband or my wife when I come back. And so to actually be sitting in the house with them 24/7, going through the stresses that they're going through, people were losing jobs, people were losing family members. So it was extremely that the stress, we were at an all-time high on just depression alone. So it wasn't just domestic violence, but it was people that were committing suicide. And, it was a lot of things that was going on during COVID. So, yeah.
Okay. Now, what's the next book you want to share with us? I know
I
I
don't know.
picked
I
up.
don't
I
know
picked
which
up.
one she want to share.
I know.
Because, mm, mm,
I don't want to go out of order though. I did like this cover right here. It really caught me. Like this one, certified crazy.
and
Talk us
Navi did that. Shout out to Navi. Navi did my cover work for Certified Crazy 1 and 2. Um, I don't think that one.
Navi Arab is the author. We did an interview with him during the pandemic. He is an amazing writer,
He is.
author, just experience.
That's my bro. That's my bro, y'all. And he's very sweet. He's very sweet. So, but Certified Crazy it is gonna take you for a ride. You're gonna think one thing at the very beginning, so that's why you do have to read. Please read part one. I had one person that got part two first. It was like, I really just want to read it, and then they started asking me so many questions. I'm like, you would have had them answered if you just bought one first. So is gonna take you to where you're gonna go through the storyline of a person that endures some psychological trauma from what she dealt with growing up as a child. Her and her sister dealt with growing up as a child. Because I can give this one part that on in Certified Crazy, they are some identical twins. She's an identical twin.
Oh wow, oh, that's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
That's your thriller, right? That is.
Yeah, well, it's like urban fiction, but it has a little, like a, little smidgen, little sprinkle of some thriller, psychological more than anything.
Okay, now this is the one I started reading, y'all. This is the one I
It is
started
here
reading.
in Doc Bookshop. It is here locally. I do have 3 copies. Well, it's probably 2 now over there, but I do have them all autographed for anyone that wants to come into the Doc Bookshop in Fort Worth. Grab you a copy. There's some dope authors and authoresses that have lined these bookshelves with books, but mine that are here, they are autographed, and yeah, so they'll be ready to sell.
I could tell you if you come and ask for erotica in the store, this is what's hot in 2025. This is what's hot, what we have. And it's an honor to have her right here in Texas. Usually they're in other parts of the country, but we got the one of the hottest erotica books writers in Texas. And she has her book, Honey and Chocolate. I can't even read the first page, y'all. Y'all just gonna have to come and get it, but it is fire, you know.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, I gotta do my second. I can bring back reading this book." I said, "I can bring back Doc After Dark. We haven't done Doc After Dark in years." So I was like, "Oh man, this is the Doc. This is my Doc After Dark kickoff again." So I've already talked to her. We're going to kick off next year, Doc After Dark, Total Erotica. I don't know about around. I don't know if we're gonna do around Valentine's Day or Women's Month. But we're gonna be in there. So look out for that information when we're gonna do this event, this erotica event. So great, great, great. I just want to dive into just your personal story real quick before we close out, because I know we got to close out because we're gonna have a great event again at 7 o'clock. Be here at 7 if you can. Make your way. I know it's kind of raining in Dallas, Fort Worth, but hey,
just drive a little slow. That's it.
Yeah,
Just drive slow, but make it here.
People in other parts of the country are getting out there. It's
7
snowing
o'clock.
all. Yeah.
I think what was it in Minnesota? I have a friend that's in Minnesota, and he showed me a few days ago the snow. Like I'm talking about, it was bad to where well, to me it was bad, but it was probably maybe 1 inch. And they're like, "Oh, this is nothing." I said, "Oh, the whole Dallas would be just shut down."
Oh, and it does. It shut down.
So just a little rain don't hurt. It does not hurt. Your cars may need to be washed anyway. So come on, Doc Book
Come on, make your way.
7 to 9. You're gonna be around some dope individuals, great vibes. This is a more toned down.
Cocktail mocktails, y'all.
Oh, we do have Doctel mocktails, y'all.
Real,
This is
really
good.
Yes.
She had a pina colada. She had a pina colada. This is frozen and it's good. No alcohol, 0 proof.
It's
Yeah.
0 proof. But you had a lemon drop, or no?
He said that one it was a lemon frizz. It was something,
Yeah.
but it was good. It was with lemon and lime. It had like a lemon lime type thing. But yeah, it was a whole
I'm gonna
vibe.
ask you, growing up in Dallas, how did that shape your voice? Just as a homegrown Dallas person, shape your voice as a poet and a author.
Man, a lot of things. I grew up in Shiloh. Shout out to my Shilohville family. But I grew up in Shiloh, and it was a lot of things um, that I did see as far as like, there was a lot of the gang violence. Over where I grew up at, they were the Bloods.
Mm-hmm.
And then right when before we moved out of that neighborhood, they had a real big shootout,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people passed away. It was with the gangs, and so one of my brother's friends, his real good friends, was arrested, and he's doing life there now. And I can honestly say, because of what I saw and a lot of things, I can share this. So my mom was in an abusive relationship with my dad, and shout out to my dad because he's no longer like that. A lot of times people think that when you talk about generational curses, I lived that, to where my dad saw that and he felt that was acceptable as well. And he had to be the one to break that generational curse as well. But we had to relocate due to that situation. And I think that that's what kind of helped him to get out of that and realize, okay, this is not healthy,
Right, right, right.
And so just seeing that, it made me want to have different when it comes down to my son. And that's what a lot of people, like a lot of our generation, we know what we went through growing up. And we're like, you know what? We don't want this for our children, or we want to be able to show them, hey, this can be done. And that's why, as a single parent, majority of his life, I was a single parent, and so I wanted to show him that you can do whatever you put your mind to. And my aunt would always tell me, Vika, you're doing a lot. You need to slow down, chill out. And I'm like, I can't slow down
Mm-hmm.
because I'll do
I can't stop,
something.
won't stop.
No, because it's like I have a goal,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like after I do that goal, I'll be like, okay, so what's next? Okay, then I do something else, and it's more of like an adrenaline, like it's like an adrenaline rush once I accomplish something, and then I'm like, dang, okay, I did that, but then I show my son, hey, no matter what it is, even with my health issues, whatever I had going on, it can be done. You can achieve it. You just have to be able to sit down, map out your plan and what you want to do. Like, okay, this is what I want to achieve. And map out those goals. Do your research, and it can be done. I was in the talented and gifted growing up. I was in, I was doing all types of stuff.
And when you said poetry is your first love,
hmm
what made you switch from poetry to writing books?
I've always been a reader. That's why he was talking about like, man, Omar Tyree. Hasn't Omar Tyree graced
Mhm. Oh yeah, oh yeah. He's
Man,
been here a couple
listen,
of times.
if I would have known that you were gonna be here, Omar, I would have been probably front row with all my old Omar Tyree books. Like, here, can you sign all these? But I mean, Zane, like the My S Pool, all of those.
She transitioned, didn't she, Demaya? No, I
No,
think of somebody else.
don't tell me that. It's gonna make me sad. But I didn't hear that
No, no, I might be thinking of somebody else.
But it's
Maybe it was
like
Denisha. I can't remember.
if Ashley Jaquavius,
Oh
like
yeah,
all of them, like
actually, they both been here.
oh, they have. See,
They've been here a
see,
couple of times.
I should have found you guys a long time ago. Like, but it's like they shaped a lot of my writing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had bookshelves on top of bookshelves of just books, like crates of books. And my mom used to be like, girl, what are you gonna do with all these books? Instead of me going to go buy the latest shoes or whatever when I had my money, when I was a teenager, I was going to go buy a book. And that's when, what was it, African American? It was the
Black Black expressions.
Black Expression. Man, I was an avid subscriber to Black Expression.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all but that's what shaped me like writing. So a lot of my writing, I can say, mirror some of their some of their how they write. Like, yeah.
Okay, when readers pick up one of your books, what do you hope they feel or experience when they pick up your book?
I hope that they feel inspired. First of all, they're probably gonna be pissed because I am the queen of cliffhangers, y'all. To be
Oh
honest with y'all,
no.
I always get like cursed out because they're like, "Okay, when are you gonna have part two? When is part three?" And I'm like, "Dang, I just released this book," and so I want to say that it's more for inspire them to be able to do what it is that you want to do. To if you have any type of anything that can be achieved, any type of hold on, y'all. My glasses are talking. But anything that you want to do, it can be achieved. You just have to be able to set your own goals. I'm also a screenwriter, so I do run into a lot of people. I run into a lot of people that wanna do a movie. They wanna like film their own movie. They have these ideas. So I am a screenwriter for hire. So you do a consultation with me, and it's like, come on, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Or they say, "Hey, I have a idea for a book. I've always wanted to write about my life." Okay, then where are you? Are you wanting to just write one book, or you want to do more? And I do give them, some type of guidance on how to make that happen, to make that come into fruition. So I would say, when they purchase my books, because they don't have anything as far as like inspirational in them,
Mm-hmm.
but I do get a lot that are telling me, "Hey, I've always wanted to do this and do that," and I always encourage them, "Come on, do it. Why? What's stopping you from doing it?" So I do, as an author, whenever they do meet me to purchase a book, I'm always encouraging somebody to do what it is that you want to do.
Okay, what's next for Babika before we wrap it up for our program tonight?
I would say what's next for me. I do have a book, a children's book, because she does have. I do write children's too, you guys, and so
It's beautiful
I do
too.
have a children's book that
Is
hold
it
on.
this one?
Okay. I do have a children's book. Now this is named after Kaden, my niece. Um Kaden, that's my love bug, but it's called Kaden's Butterflies. Now I will say each of my children's books, um, I want them up to learn a lesson because that's the thing. They're right now they're in a growing stage to where they're absorbing everything like a sponge. And so each one of my children's books, I do want them to learn something from it. So this Cadence Butterflies is about a girl that's having a tough time navigating through school because children are making fun of her. She just lost a tooth. She lost a tooth or two, and they were calling her ugly and everything. So her mom thought of, what, she had an idea. So one day, Katie came home and she had a butterfly garden or like a butterfly habitat, and Kaden helped her mom raise these butterflies from caterpillars to them blossoming into butterflies. And she told them that that's how you have to think of you going through your transition. Caterpillars and butterflies, they go through a transition phase, and they look like this at first, and they're all squirmy and ugly, and then once they come from out of that cocoon, they're something beautiful. And so she was teaching her that, okay, you have your missing teeth right now. You may feel a certain type of way, but as you grow older, you're going to be something. You're just going to be a beautiful being. And so to teach children that even though you may feel a certain type of way, or because this is what you're not what the environment is trying to say that you are. You are a beautiful being, and you're going to be something beautiful. So
Oh, amazing. She has, so what she's saying, she has books for the entire family. We push reading for the entire family, not just for young people or not just for adults, but the entire family needs to be reading.
yeah,
And so you can go ahead and go to her website and or come to the Doc Bookshop and get
come to the
these
Doc
books.
Bookshop. And,
We're gonna have Blind Love, Stress Reliever One, Stress Reliever Two, called Certified Crazy, and Honey and Chocolate. I thought I had it all six of them memorized. And then we have her newest one, Cadence a Butterfly. So she's having the entire family reading, and that's what our mission is.
yeah.
So I thank you guys for tuning in. If you can't stop by, you should be on your way.
Yeah,
7 to
we're not.
9, the Doc
Love
Food
it.
Shop. Come on in. We are here and we are waiting for you. This is going to be a fun night and a fundraiser for the Doc Food Shop. Thank you.
Yeah.